We're out here in Republic, Washington, and working on a new tiny house build. Today, the progress has been stripping off this awful press board stuff that was completely rotting on the outside, and then replacing it with new-ish plywood, new salvage plywood. And tomorrow we'll be doing exterior weather stripping and putting on siding, so it'll look nice. So it's been kind of funny going through this and taking stuff off. That's all pine cones because there's squirrels that have eaten their way into the ceiling. And then we've had tons and tons and tons of wasps that have met their demise in the building. Day 2 of the cabin build, and we have the house wrap up. So this was all rotted out, and this house wrap's going to keep this safe and dry and keep it lasting a long time. Our next step is to put up the siding, which we've got a bunch of leftovers, salvage stuff that was left over from the main house, and I think it's going to look really good next to the cedar siding. Got the entire cabin cleaned out, and now the most disgusting part, cleaning out the nasty carpet. So we have our buffs, trying not to get some weird mouth disease. We found this cool old door in the trash pile there that was inside, and Katie had the idea of replacing the front door. I think it brings a lot more life to the little cabin. It's the end of the third day we've worked on this, and it's actually starting to look like something. We've got this table built, so this was actually the old door that was, as you can see, drafty, to say the least. And then some lumber that we found just from the forest around here. Got it all cleaned out, turning this into a bench, and moving right along. I feel like it's becoming a cool little space. So here's kind of the final results of the work Katie and I did over 3 days. We didn't have a ton of time to get this completely done, but I feel like we made a lot of progress from what it was in the beginning. We put on the new door, which is really cool. Found this salvage. And then yeah, got it all kind of nice and cleaned out. The eventual plan for this is to put in basically plywood floors, stain them and seal them really well. This is a cabin, and so wanted something that was really durable, cheap, easy to put down. And basically the idea behind this is to create kind of a summer living space slash meeting spot for people, for workawares, for stuff like that. We'll do a little partition wall that goes right here, about where that third board is over, and then a small composting toilet that will vent to the exterior. I've learned that lesson with my big house, always vent out and up above head level. Learned that the hard way. And then doing about right here, we'll do a small, like I suggested to them, I should say, since I'm not doing more of this project, a small like antique dresser. They've got a handful of sinks that they can kind of put into it and do a gravity fed system there. A little day bed that would go here, and then really proud of this desk that we made out of all scrap and salvage and stuff from around here. I really like building locally and using the materials that we have. Probably end up replacing that light. They've got some cool fixtures left. Swap out a few of these windows for ones that open. And then finally there is the bench seating area, additional storage there. So I see a lot of potential in this, and it's been a fun project for